What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Cataclysm Classic. Now today I have a video about the best gold farm in Cataclysm, or at least so people say. I've been trying a bunch of gold farms live on Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/SolheimYT, or link down below if you want to check me out and see me try out farms live and see which ones are good and which ones are bad. That's happening live on Twitch. Now in this one I have tried out the what is supposed to be one of the best farms in Cataclysm. I've seen various numbers thrown out around there. It was a popular farm back in the day, it's really popular now as well. Now I've seen numbers of 5,000 gold per hour, 10,000 gold per hour, and even 15,000 gold per hour from this farm, so I thought to myself, I'm gonna go and check it out. So here we go. So this is the famous Trog farm in Deepholm. I was about to say Uldum there, but Deepholm. So this is a famous Trog farm in Deepholm, where you're farming for Ember Silk Cloth and various amounts of materials. This is an AoE farm, and as you can see, I'm doing it while I'm leveling a character, which means if you're level 85, you will easily be able to pull more than I do, and you can pull more than I do, safer than I do as well, because you will take less damage, you will heal yourself more, and have more damage output. Now in this location you will have multiple places where you can be on this ledge, or like on this platform kind of, where you will find trogs, and I am at the place where you have two kind of smaller packs, one on the left and one on the right. In this case this is perfect for me while I'm leveling, they always respawn just in time, and I'm pulling one pack, clearing that out, and then pulling the next pack as well. As you achieve higher levels, so if you are level 85, you can pull both packs together, or you can go on the other side of the platform where you have a lot more mobs packed together as well. Alternatively, you have one pack here on the right, one on the left, and then one in the middle on the other side of the the thing in the middle here. So you have a bunch of trogs, they respawn super fast. If you're looting, you have to loot fast, then move away. And the reason why I like doing it on the back here is that you have a place where there's no mobs spawning, so you can eat in the meantime. If you're playing a caster, you can drink in the meantime. You can basically do a hard reset between every single pull, instead of just constantly being in combat with the mobs as well. Now for this farm, I will say it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I'm level 82 blood DK. It was really sketch sometimes. I think I died twice. I think I overpulled a little bit, and I also used Army of the Dead, which sometimes is good and sometimes is bad. They pulled the other pack for me apparently, so we pulled 3 packs in one pull. At level 82, that's not really the way to go, it can be really sketch. So either way, it's an AoE farm, you want to be an AoE class, so let's talk about that. The classes this farm will be good for is a mage, AoE farming frost mage for example, a warlock due to the insane amount of self-healing they have, absorption they have, and the amount of AoE damage they have as well, so warlocks can be good here. Mages, blood DKs, prot paladins, I'm assuming prot warriors as well. Any tank that can mitigate damage and get more damage dealt, the more damage they take due to the vengeance talent, they are really good. The only thing is, once again, big AoE. Any AoE class, even a boomkin could be good here, but you only really have big AoE during your CDs, or if you use mushrooms correctly. So boomkins can be really good here as well. Just keep in mind, you want to be a class with big AoE possibilities, and kiting or survival. Mages are really good because they can endlessly kite a bunch of mobs, and then DKs are good because you self-heal like never before. Now, talking more about the farm itself, the location is in Deepholm, as I just said, and it's at the Verloc stand. So you fly north and then east, so it's right here at the Verloc stand, and yeah, just go there, try it out for yourself. Let's talk about what you have to do for the farm. Number 1 is you have to use a potion of treasure finding. That is the whole essence of this farm. So looking at my boss in the top right corner, you can see that I'm using a potion of treasure finding with 47 minutes left on it. Now, this potion of treasure finding is crafted by alchemists in Cataclysm, and using this potion will give you a treasure chest every now and then while looting, which means this potion is really good to use a lot of times. It could even be useful in dungeons, by the way, but really useful when AoE farming. The more mobs you kill, the more of these treasure chests you get, and usually looting 2 or 3 chests gets you the gold back from the gold spent on the potion. So if you get more than 2 or 3, well, there you go, you're always making profits, usually, and yeah, that's where the gold comes from. So you also have Ember Silk Cloth. This means that being a tailor will give you more gold from the farm, and I know that not everyone knows this, by the way, but for some reason, the Northern Cloth Scavenging trait from Northrend, or Wrath, also applies to Ember Silk in Cataclysm. So if you have tailoring and you have that scavenging trait, you will get more Ember Silk as a tailor than anyone else without tailoring. This means for this farm, if you really want to optimize, you want to be tailoring, it usually adds about 500 to 1000 gold per hour only from having tailoring. Now let's talk about some of my results. Number 1, the experience per hour. I'm sitting on 2.5 mil. It's going down a little bit. I did have rested to begin with, but we are looking at about 2 million experience per hour from this farm, and you can probably make it more than that as well by pulling more and just knowing more about the farm. Like you get experience, and the more experience you get, the more efficiently you pull over time. But 2 million experience per hour while leveling and making about 2,000 gold per hour. Nowhere near the 15 or 10,000 gold that I've heard in other places out there, but 2,000 gold per hour for me at level 82. And once again, if you're level 85, you will be able to farm faster, but 5 times faster or 7.5 times faster. I think if you double it, if you double the efficiency at level 85, you could make 4,000 gold per hour, which is still really good for an AoE farm like this, and I'm making 2,000 while I'm leveling. Now, where does that gold come from? 500 is from Ember Silk, and 1.5k is from the potion. So if you want to do this farm, you absolutely have to have the potion of treasure finding. It is very, I mean, if you really want to do it as like an experience farm, you don't need it, but for gold purposes only, this potion is 75% of the gold you're getting. Now, another added benefit here is that you are farming mobs, and farming mobs compared to doing gathering, for example, farming mobs, you always have the chance of getting BOEs. That includes BOE blue items, BOE epics, many of which are really valuable. Even some of the blue items are also really valuable, so you can sometimes strike a jackpot while you're consistently farming. Now, I like doing this while I was leveling. It's really good experience per hour, a little bit better than questing, and I'm making gold at the same time. It's also a very nice gold farm if you're playing the class for it, and every now and then they reset, by the way, beware of that and try to avoid it. It's just all about knowing where they reset. But as I was saying, I really enjoyed it as a gold farm. It's super nice, super chill, all in one place, and you can be multiple people here. The platform is so big, you can at least be 3 people efficiently farming at the same time. You can have 1 person in the middle, 1 be where I am, and 1 be on the other side of the platform. Now, that also means you can only be really 3 people. After that, it kind of gets a bit sketch. I've also seen people farm this in groups, by the way. So if you're not playing an AoE class, let's just say you're playing a warrior DPS, a shaman, I don't know, any other class that wouldn't really do this, rogues, kind of, for example. I've seen 3-man groups farm this in a group. So apparently that works as well, because then you have a healer, you could have a tank, and you could have a DPS, and you could just do big pulls, and they just keep respawning 24/7. Either way, that's pretty much it for that farm. So once again, go to Deepholm, try it out for yourself. It's in the Verloc stand all the way northeast. So you fly north, then you go to Verloc stand right here. Go and try it out, and if you do, let me know your experience. If you're doing it while leveling, I would love to hear the experience per hour you're getting, and if you're doing it as a gold farm, let me know the gold per hour you're getting as well. Once again, remember to use the potion of treasure finding. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. If you want to know more about gold making in Cataclysm, you can check out my Cataclysm Classic gold making guide through a link down below as well, showing you the best ways to make gold in Cataclysm. Either way, thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.